In 95% of cases, the subsidiaries of international companies in Ukraine are run by foreigners. Why so? Well, firstly, because usually foreign employees possess the necessary experience and knowledge to expand business in Ukraine. And the second reason is that foreign owners want to make sure that the principles of business in the European Union and the States, for example, are adhered in Ukraine, introducing the internal regulations and compliance policies. In which cases foreigners cannot be hired in Ukraine? Well, the only exclusion are state bodies. In all other cases, the company can hire the foreign citizen. And the main document you need for that is a work permit. To obtain a work permit, the employer, which is usually the Ukrainian company, should submit the documents to the employment center. The package of the documents is the following: the application form, the copy of the passport, which is translated into Ukrainian and notarized, the color photo of the foreign citizen, and the draft of the labor contract, which is certified by the employer. This is the basic package of the documents, and they may differ according to the sphere and specialization of the employee. The decision to issue the work permit is made in 7 days after the submission of the documents. The duration of the work permit is usually according to the terms of the labor contract and is not more than 1 year. But in some cases, for example, for IT specialists, the duration contract and the work permit may be up to 3 years. Who don't need a work permit? Firstly, these are residents who permanently reside in Ukraine with a permanent residence permit. These are also foreigners and refugees with immigration permit. These are also foreigners who are in need of additional protection or who are granted for additional protection. These are representatives of the international media which are certified in Ukraine. And finally, these are representatives of clergy, fleets, and airlines, and as well as emergency services. Which are 3 main options you need to know when you hire the foreigner in Ukraine? Well, the first is the salary. The salary of the foreign employee in Ukraine is at the minimum of 10 wages. This is about 1,400 euros in 2019. For some spheres and for some specialists, there are no wage regulations, for example, for IT specialists. The second you need to know is fines. If you had some problems or mistakes in the process of hiring the foreign employee, or he or she doesn't have the work permit, then you may face a fine in Ukraine, which is up to 2,800 euros. And finally, the work permit is not enough. If the person needs to work in Ukraine, then he or she needs to obtain the D-type visa and the permanent residence permit. The D-type visa can be obtained in Ukrainian diplomatic missions, while the permanent residence permit should be obtained in the Ukrainian Migration Service, and this will take about a month. So this is the basics that you need to know about how to employ the foreigner in Ukraine. If you have any questions how to employ foreign citizens in Ukraine, you can ask below this video, or you can also ask on our website. You can find the link to the description to this video. And subscribe to our channel and get to know more about opportunities and legal solutions for your business in Ukraine.